Hi there, viewers. Welcome back to Hero to Villain with me, GFM. Good to see you. Hope you're very well. Hope you had a good weekend. You know, I hope you have a good week as well. Not just a good weekend, have a good week. Now, since we last met, of course, it was the end of the January period, and yeah, things have gone rather well for us. Apart from the FA Cup, I was hoping today's episode would be the continuation of our FA Cup run, but you can see there, Liverpool 4-0 dealt with us good and proper, an absolute pacing. 4-0 at half time it was, and yeah, not ideal. You can already see though we got our revenge a little bit, but we followed that up with a 3-1 win against Huddersfield after losing heavily. It's always nice to bounce back with a win, especially as it was 3 days later. Nice to get back into the groove of things. Everton then was a 1-1. Goodmanson getting a goal in that one. This though was the key game. I think you'll agree. Of course, after the game we just played against Liverpool, where they'd beaten me 4-0 for the league fixture, not overly confident. We could have been 5-0 up at half time. Instead, though, ironically, much like they did to us, we were 4-0 up at half time, and then all of a sudden the panic sets in, and you think they're going to come back. You can see there, Alexander-Arnold's got a goal back. Asensio at 88, and for the last 5 minutes or so, I was nervous. I was sharing my thoughts with the Discord as it was happening. Link to that in the description if you're interested. But yeah, 4-3, great win against Liverpool. Sensational stuff. Again, another win. West Ham was a 2-0. Jonovic and Batista Mendy getting on the score sheet. Then in recent times, though, Burnley and Tottenham, 2 games that we've drawn either 0-0 or 1-1, and that leaves us then in 5th position, and still with a chance maybe at those Champions League places. Today then, first things first, let's play Southampton. They are 10th. Coming up after that, though, as things get a little bit more exciting, as it's in the future. I mean, when is it? We play Leicester, which I say a little bit more exciting. Should be a good game, regardless. And yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see how we do then in these 2 matches, both away from home, both challenging. Let's run through the team for today's game. Now, if there's one thing I couldn't really afford, viewers, it's defensive injury. So what situation have we got today? Well, a suspended Alkin, and Batista Mendy is out as well. He's gone for 9 to 3 weeks. That is going to be problematic, I suspect, in the future, but Schurz can come in. Luckily, we've got an option for ourselves on the bench if needs be, as we're going to put the Rod on the bench as well, as Clark's been playing very well out there recently. Goodmanson, I noticed too, struggling for a little bit of fitness, so Gareth Hanna is going to come in, and this then will be the lineup for today's game. Garrido will be in goal. He's taken that spot from De Gard, the goal, who's not very happy about it, it must be said. Morgan at right back, Hurst back in at left back, a little bit worried about that. Ella and Schurz at the back. We've got Hurtado and Jonovic in the centre, Hanna behind Rodriguez, Chambers one side, Clark the other. We should be okay. I fancy ourselves against Southampton today, even if we are away from home. Of course, a strong bench as well. Goodmanson's there, Lemons is there, the Rod's there. So if we need to make a few changes, we can do. Now, we can potentially move up into a qualification spot. I think we can maybe nab 4th off Liverpool. The one issue I think we've had this season, and I'll confirm that as I see the table, our goal difference is not good. Now, 14 compared to the 22 of Liverpool. That might be the thing that prevents us from getting a little higher in the division. But here we go, though, into the games we go. Manchester United's goal difference as well, much higher than ours. Hopefully we can change that today as Chambers goes for goal, hits the crossbar. Clark's there on the follow-up, and decent saves from the Southampton goalkeeper. Now, coming off the back of 2 draws, this is the perfect game to get a win, get the momentum back a little bit before we play Leicester, which, again, these 2 games, you look at the league season, they're 2 that are maybe gimmies, but I would have thought that about Burnley that we drew as well. All right, chance for us maybe. No, Hanna doesn't quite get on the end of the first clearance, and now Mendy plays it across. Hurst, though, forward towards Rodriguez, and it's very up and down, but we get the ball under our control, and those midfield 3, we've seen them before, whether Hanna or Goodmanson, they've got to try and gel, they've got to try and connect. As Jonovic here, great, oh, I love a first time finish. Rodriguez there, beautiful. Jonovic laid it into his path. I'm not sure if it was left foot or right foot. Either way, first time finish, caught me out actually, and yeah, lovely goal. Clark on this right-hand side, plays it inside to Rodriguez, who just finds a little pass. Lovely little 1-2, actually, isn't it, really? And, yeah, first-time finish, left-footed, beautiful. 1-0 Aston Villa. Hero to Villan. Oh, the VAR checked the goal, apparently. It's fine. Hero to Villan to Champions League, though. Is it possible, viewers? We've got Barrow on the bench and Varego as well, and we might have to make a change because we've got a little injury. I think it's Jonovic in the centre, who's picked up a little bit of a knock, because that forward towards Rodriguez is ambitious and doesn't quite get there, but we get the ball back. Rodriguez again loses out to Baker. His hold-up play, not quite that of Lemons. Is that Harry Maguire, by the way? Has he been in the news recently? I think he might have been. Olsen plays it back to the right back. Maffeo. There's some nice names in this side, I've got to say. They're keeping it very calmly, but they're very deep in their own half, which is fine with us. Of course, the ball over the top, that's the concern. And Maguire, who goes out to this left-hand side. This is very, very patient from Southampton. Ball forward, though. Pedder Well, they worked it for a very long period of time and get the goal as well. Lovely little team goal from Southampton. With only one striker, I thought they looked a little bit isolated, but no, they found a way through. It is indeed Harry Maguire as well. 35-year-old Harry Maguire. Not the quickest these days. You'd think Rodriguez would get the best of him. As a corner for us. Half an hour gone. Morgan in. Rodriguez there. Cleared away. And maybe a counter-attacking opportunity. If the ball's right here, we could be in all sorts of bother. The ball through. Garrido's got to come and meet that. I mean, we get very lucky, in my opinion. Decent goalkeeping in the end, but still 1-1. Chambers. Beautiful ball through towards Rodriguez. Raya comes out and gets it though. That's the ball though, isn't it? You can see straight away Chambers cutting in on that right foot, laying balls through the centre for Rodriguez to get on the end of against a not a particularly pacey back line. Maguire now not the quickest at 35, as Clark's going to put a bit of pressure on, is he? Now this is where we've got to be dangerous. Raya's ball out though, calm under pressure, does well. And can we get this back? Maybe start something of our own? But no, Southampton get there. Oh, great interception. Jovanovic there and Hannah combine in the centre. And now, can we find that ball through? Chambers, we're going to look for it. Surely, he's going on his own. Finds Hannah, though. Gareth Hannah. Oh, lovely stuff from Gareth Hannah. I mean, we're going to do this once before. We'll do it again. Da-da-da. It's Gareth Hannah. Marky Fletcher's still at the club, not being featuring ever so much, though. It's a beautiful ball. You can see Hannah's desire to get forward, racing through the centre. Lovely laid-off pass to him. And the finish, very, very good. 2-1 as we go into half-time. Solid stuff. I've got to be honest with you. I've got a little bit of hay fever today. And my chest is like someone's punched me loads of times in the chest. Got a little bit of a runny nose and a bit of a headache as well. It's going well, viewers. I feel tip-top. But I didn't do a video last Monday, so I felt like the pressure was on this Monday to start the week off right. Corner for Southampton, though. Played in. Olsen. Mendy on the edge. Oh, Gary. Oh, what's happened? It's been given offside. It went in the goal, though, so I was a little bit nervous. I'm going to make a change. Jack Clark having quite a quiet game out there, so the rod's going to come in, and Vergara is going to play instead of Jovanovic. He's playing well, that's the problem. Condition-wise, though, I'm going to get him off. I don't necessarily need to, but when you've got a player as good as Vergara on the bench, you don't really lose that much in the middle. The subs haven't happened yet, but we're on the ball. Ball towards Clark. Hannah on it. Oh, great strike. Ray with a save. Clark's going to get there, but I suspect that might be a highlight over as he fires it in. It's cleared away. We're forward again. Out 10 minutes to go. Good time to score as the rod converts. Makes it 3-1. Lovely finish from him, and that's surely going to be game over. We go level on points with Liverpool. 2 points as well, interestingly, behind Arsenal, so they've got to keep their wits about them. And as we go into this game coming up against Leicester, we've got a real chance at pushing for this top 4 finish towards the end of the season. As I suspect this is what this week's set of videos will be our push for the Champions League in our don't forget, viewers, our first season back in the Premier League after relegation, getting promoted as champions, and now really pushing some of these big boys with a squad that's been built out of players that are maybe sort of want-aways at other clubs, not really getting a chance to feature. You think about some of the players we've got on loan, not getting first-team opportunities. Some of the players we've gone for, not too many of these players are players that are going to grow into beautiful butterflies. I mean, they were left behind, and now I'm picking them up. As I'm a little bit worried that Southampton might come. 3-2. Everyone, let's just calm down. Everyone stay calm. Everything's fine. Just skip that. Just get to the end of the game. Corner. Morgan whipped in. Rodriguez on that far side. We need to be more defensive. Oh my God, if they break. I mean, that was a situation there. They had 3 players against 1. We need to go to a more defensive mentality for the last 2 minutes. Would have cost us probably. As looks like it's going to be game over though here. As we done a nice little bit of passing on that side. Wasting time really, aren't we? Hurtado, have a shot if you want, mate. Hurst on this left-hand side. I don't care what, boys, just shoot. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. The referee's going to blow his whistle. Have a go. No one's going to be angry. Hurtado goes for it. Game over, surely. And there it is. It is game over. Aston Villa 3, then Southampton 2. Didn't make it easy for ourselves, but away from home, you'll always take the win no matter how it happens. Really special win, that too. And really nice stuff. Good stuff from us. And on to the game against Leicester then, coming up in a few days' time. I say a few days' time. It's the 13th. I think one of our fixtures has been moved. I don't know what it was, but it's definitely been moved. All right, so it's not soon. It's in 13th. Brilliant. By the way, we've had Regen Day, New Gen Day, whatever you call it, and it was rubbish. So nothing to report, viewers. Our best player was Andy de la Mare. So while he's got a good name, he's not got a particularly good attribute. He might be quite good one day. He's only 15. Give him a chance, Ben. All right, gang. Welcome back. Leicester away at the King Power Stadium. Team-wise, I think we're going to keep it. I was going to say I'll keep it unchanged, but actually I think Gudmundsson for Hannah is the likely and obvious choice to come back into the side. Yeah, we'll do that. The rest of the side, though, will remain the same. So 10 players that started last game will start this, and Gudmundsson the only change in the centre of the attacking midfield position. Hopefully, it'll go quite well for us. Games have obviously been played since we played Leicester. We still remain in 5th position. Liverpool, though, have taken a bit of a leap ahead of us. We now have 2 games in hand on them, though, and if we win them both, we'll be in that top 4. We kick things off then against Leicester today, and a win's going to be all important. Rodriguez should be noted as well. Top goal scorer in the league, alongside Valero, who is considerably better. Come on then, lads. Show me you can do. Keep this run going. Of course, despite the draws we've had, it does keep us with an unbeaten run continually. So let's just keep that going, shall we? All right then. Here we go. Leicester down in 13th position. Probably safe from relegation though, with not too many games to go. In fact, exactly how many games are left? So this is going to be our 33rd game. So after this, 5 games remaining until the very end of the season. As okay, bang. All right, first chance for us. Only 2 minutes in, as we've got a throw-in deep in their half. It finds a space for Hurtado, though, about 20 yards out. Finds Jack Clark. Jack Clark goes for it, hits the bar, and it's cleared away. An early woodwork hit. And after having a throwing on this near side, we've now got on the far side, almost identical highlight. If it goes, it hits the bar again, I'll be devastated. Jovanovic hits it just over, and yeah, remains at 0-0. I expect us to dominate possession. I expect us to have a lot of shots. Let's just see if that happens now. Bulldog plays the ball in. Cutrone's there. Van der Waal is there as well. They hit the bar this time, and it's been end-to-end. Half an hour gone, and we've seen not much since they hit the crossbar, to be honest, as they've worked it quite neatly. I thought it was going to be an attack to us, but no, they've got the ball back, and they're knocking it around quite neatly. But Ella's there. Plays it to Hurst, and now a chance for us to maybe start something. Jovanovic there gets past his man, looks to glide past another, but goes to Morgan. I think those wide areas, our fullback's not really involved quite enough for me. Here we go, finally, Hurst on this left side. Ball played in, cleared away. Gudmundsson hit the bar again now. That's 3 shots we've seen of real venom, and they've all hit the bar. 2 for us, 1 for them. Corner to be played in by Gudmundsson. It's not too bad. Rodriguez is there. It's a free kick to Leicester, though. That's where we missed Lemons, potentially, in those set pieces. But regardless, are we going to build from the back? We saw a lovely team goal from Southampton. That's not really building from the back, is it? That's launching it forward towards Rodriguez and hoping he gets on the end of it. Morgan nips in, though, does really well. Rodriguez down to Gudmundsson. Lovely worked goal, actually. That was really nice. Chambers gets it. 12th of the season for him. What a star Dylan Chambers has been. Brought him in last year. Of course, a replacement for Tony Wright. Lots of people, I say this every episode now, lots of people wrote him off. But this year, he's been absolutely fantastic. Morgan there deserves all the credit. Picks a ball out. Lovely knock down from Rodriguez, who needs lemons, apparently. And then Chambers there with a lovely first-time finish into the bottom corner. I say, 12th of the season for him. 1-0 to us. That's the important bit. Hurtado, he's gone for it. Well, is that the bar? It has. It's hit the crossbar. He hopelessly put it in, or with hope put it in. It doesn't quite hit the back of the net, though. Ball played in again. Bulldog gets it clear, and Hurtado on it. So half-time, 1-0 to Villa in a Midlands derby, I guess it would be. And yeah, things so far going well. Chelsea, I noticed there, by the way, have played 31 matches, loads of games in hand. Don't look like they're going to challenge City for the league, who have got quite a lead already. But yeah, they've got lots of games in hand on everybody else for some reason. They must have been maybe at the World Club Championships, or they've played lots of games in Europe. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? They're fighting on all fronts, it seems. All right, we've got a 1-0 lead, but can we double it here? 62 minutes on the clock as Morgan and Hurtado working on that side. Gudmundsson drops a little bit deeper. Love to see him do that as our wide players cut right inside and create sort of this 3 in the middle. It makes it very difficult to defend against. Rodriguez is there. Ah, he should really be finishing that, but he's failed me there. I think tomorrow's episode as well, by the way, is going to be our next 2 league games. This battle for 4th is hotting up. Also, I think we play Arsenal still within the end of the season, so that's going to be exciting. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we might play Manchester City as well. So 2 difficult, tricky games. We'll check that out at the end of the episode. But first things first, we've not made any changes as of yet, as we've looked pretty comfortable. And, I mean, again, if there's no reason to change it, why change it? Clark, though, forward, doesn't quite get on the end of it. I guess if a goal to Leicester happens here, we'll do panicked changes, because that's just what happens with me. As we work it again on this right-hand side, those 2 combining nicely. And are we going to be able to find a way through? It's quite patient. We've seen this quite often. There doesn't seem to be too many angles for Hurtado, but a lovely ball across. No, cut out. And you've got to say, the lack of options might have caused this. Cutrone and Garrido. I tried to combine them and got Hurtado. I don't know what happened. Gets the goal. And Leicester back on level terms. I should have changed this well earlier. I'm going to make a few changes all over the pitch, actually. I'm going to make 3, which might be a little bold. Clark's had a quiet game, and Lemon's up top through the middle. We've got 10 minutes to rescue this. Can we do it? It's still not a terrible situation to be in, because we still have to play Arsenal, and the result there gets us the unlikely Champions League position. As the time ticks away, I'm sure lots of you will be shouting for me to attack. I don't really want to lose this, but I'll go attacking for the final 5. And a highlight has arrived in our favour as the ball played in. Right, what's happened? Penalty? Referee? What's gone on? That Holgate? Penalty! I don't know how, why, or who. Gudmundsson's going to step up to take it. What a moment this is for our season. Gudmundsson finds the back of the net, and Leicester are defeated, surely, right? right? It's over. It must be over. If they'd have beaten me, I'd have put on the Fox suit, viewers, but it's not happening today, thankfully. Goodmanson, look at that. Lovely stuff. I should have threatened that before the game just to add a little bit of jeopardy. Goodmanson with a free kick now. Fires it wide, but he's kicked it so far. Should be time. And look at that battle for fourth. Liverpool, 66. Arsenal, 65. Aston Villa, 65. Both of us with games in hand on Liverpool. And top 4 this season looks all but possible. Lemons with, I was going to say, lovely hold-up play. That's surely going to be that, though. 2 wins on the bounce away from home. I can't believe it. Fantastic stuff. Game over there. You can see more possession, more shots. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This was more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. Right then, that's going to wrap things up. Let's take a look then. Who are our opposition for the next couple of games? Manchester City and Newcastle United. So top of the league and my stream saved side, Newcastle United. That should be quite interesting to see how we got against those two towards the back end of the year. Arsenal, Wolves, Bournemouth. That looks like it's going to be Wednesday's instalment. We'll do 3 games to see if we can push for that top 4 position. Hopefully, though, tomorrow goes quite well. Regardless, though, we should be in the mix anyway, so that's exciting. If you enjoyed today's video, of course, please do drop a like on it. Let's aim for close to 1,000 likes. Why not? And start the week off well. And I'll see you again soon. If you want to see some more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And before we go, yesterday or over the weekend, I should say, I put out a 1,000 years in the future video. I'll leave a link to it before. You might have seen it before on this channel. As my webcam turns off because we've reached the recording limit. Hopefully you'll enjoy that, and I'll see you again soon. We love with care. Goodbye. Luckily though, I put the thumbnail up, so it was fine.